Hello, good people. Welcome to Meme Deck Monday. We're going to be playing Pac-Man today. One of my favorites. This deck is not good, and this is kind of a build that I just sort of put together. Obviously, there are some ways to make this deck a little bit more competitive, but for Meme Deck Monday, we're not worried about competitiveness. So, obviously, you have your Pac-Man monsters, or flip-flop monsters, whatever you want to call them. You got Deslocuta is the best by far. We have 2 Swarm of Scarabs and 1 Medusa Worm. Opted for the split because of the Giant Rats. There's a chance that I could go like Giant Rat. I guess I was debating whenever building this deck if I was going to do Giant Rat or Mystic Tomato, and I was like, well, I can go Mystic Tomato into Locust or Scarabs or Sangan into either of these, but Lakuta and Golem Sentry are just kind of better. So I think I'd rather go into those, and it also gives me the option of playing an Exiled Force. Accidentally turned off the music there. Yeah, it gives me the option to play an Exiled Force. I'm still going to play the Sangan because it searches out literally every monster in the deck. But this lets me go straight into Medusa Worm if I need something to kill monsters. The only thing I can't get is Swarm of Locusts, but that one's kind of the least important anyway. Then we have the Golem Sentry to bounce stuff, and of course we have this Giant Rat package that I talked about with the Exiled Force and a Sangan. The rest of the deck is basically to protect these monsters, because what you want to do is just gain infinite advantage with these and poke a little bit at a time until your opponent's dead. This deck takes a very long time to win, usually, but like Nightmare Wheel is going to help out with that a little bit. We do not play Stealth Bird, because again, that's just, you want to be gaining incremental advantage, not burning your opponent out, and Stealth Bird doesn't really help with the game plan. Nightmare Wheel, however, does stop attacks, so it protects your monster. So it does help out there, and the added little bit of a clock is just nice. Of course, we're playing Solemn Judgment because we have to protect our stuff. Magic Jammer because Heavy Storm is a nightmare. And then we have 2, I guess these are worth talking about, 2 Compulse and 2 Book of Moon here. Compulse is very good against Noblemen. Book of Moon, obviously good at protecting stuff. But this deck cannot beat Thousand Eyes Restrict. So these are like dedicated outs to Thousand Eyes Restrict. And Wabaku is just another card sitting here to help protect our stuff. Guarantee all of your monsters are going to live through an attack, whatever. Side deck, I didn't really put a whole lot of thought into. Just 2 more Swarm of Locusts for the trap-heavy decks. Spell Canceller for stuff like Reasoning Gate. Snatch Steal, just a good card. Heavy Storm and MS Tier here against the Decree decks. Smash and Ground, just catch all card. Double Snares here for Decree and Jinzo decks. Needle Sealing is actually a very cool card in this deck. It's very good against the control decks, and very good against Burn, because it can clear all those tokens off the board. 2 more Wabakus, mostly for like Reasoning Gate and aggro decks. Bottomless Shifting Sand is a really cool card that I like, and I've played with before. It's basically at the end of your opponent's turn, destroy the face-up monster with the highest attack on the field. During your own standby phase, if you have 4 or less cards in your hand, this card is destroyed. A lot of times this is just going to get 1 kill, but you are playing Deslocuta, and that's the card you want to get to really quickly. So a lot of times you are going to have a lot of cards in hand. So Bottomless Shifting Sand is just going to kill your opponent's biggest thing every turn. And then 1/7 Tools of the Bandit, just for the trap-heavy decks. But that's what we've got here. Let's get into the games. We're getting someone with actually a decent amount of rating, so see how this goes. We're just going to... Alright. We bit first. Okay. So, let's hope our opponent doesn't have a Heavy Storm, I suppose. Nightmare Wheel is not really a combination with Swarm of Scarabs necessarily, but All right. Well, good start to our little meme deck here. Yeah, your duo's good. Send the Medusa Worm on back, and I guess we'll just send the Compulse to the graveyard. Upstart's good. No lag tonight. Love to see that. Hopefully that's going to be fixed a little better too. I have a PC coming in. Yeah, you have a Kaiku. I'm a Nightmare Wheel it. Looks like turbo, so this Nobleman and Swarm of Scarabs could end up doing some work. Just pass up the turn here. No reason to flip Swarm of Scarabs again here. The opponent's taking 500 a turn with this Nightmare Wheel, so no real difference in getting the attack. We've got like all kinds of insurance against stuff. Oh, Thunder Dragon? That's fine. Might actually just compulse that. Yeah, we'll just compulse that. Set the opponent back, and that compulse is actually not a -1. So let's see. They have a Chaos Monster. Well, that's not good. Alright, well, you hit the wrong one, opponent. No play, okay. Who would win? One black-lusted boy or a swarm of bugs? Awesome. Gotta love taking down a BLS with Swarm of Scarabs. And like, if the opponent's not setting any back row here, we can just kind of do some work here. Aqua Soldier's fine. Alright, you got my Scarabs. Okay, well, we're probably just dead now. I don't think we can... Well, okay. We drew the Exiled Force, which is nice. We can clear this Abyss Soldier. So, is this Chaos Control? Or maybe not Chaos Control, just Go Control? Ugh. Alright, we're getting kind of dunked on now. By kinda, I mean very much. Having this Wabaku for the Abyss Soldier attack would have been nice. I guess it wouldn't have made that much of a difference. Apparently the Shuffler likes Atreyu tonight. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. Alright, that was not good. We'll bring in the Bottomless Shifting Sand. We'll bring in the Smashing Ground, and I think I want to bring in... I don't know, I feel like my opponent's going to be some sort of control deck here, just from what I saw. Let's bring in the Needle Ceilings. Do I want the Wabakus? That might be a little too much. We can cut the Swarm of Locusts. Maybe actually cut these Noblemen of Crossouts. Opponent showed that they were more of like a non-monster setting thing. I think I want the magic jammers in. Call it there. Well, do I think we're going to have to face down Decree here? Oh, wait, I sighted out the Medusa Worm? Did not mean to do that. Must have been a misclick there. Alright, time to just get wiped off the face of the earth with Heavy Storm. I could have sided out the Gravity Binds, I suppose. If we win this game too, we'll retake a look at the siding here. Yeah, tomato's fine. Set the needle ceiling. It's like these sort of positions always seem good until your opponent's just like, oh, well, here's a Heavy Storm, and then you just lose. Which is why we have, like, 3 Solemn Judgments and 2 Magic Jammers in the main. That card specifically has to be dealt with. We need Starlight Road in this format. That'd be okay, right? Stardust Dragon's not too good. Level 2 is going to get under the level limit, and that's going to... Oh, Exiled Force, okay. Set the Nightmare Wheel. I don't think we're ever beating a Heavy Storm here, really, so... The opponent's just not going to draw it. It's that simple. Alright, yeah, Kaiku's fine. So I guess now Needle Ceiling kills my Giant Rat. Maybe I should have just played it face down. Like, I don't care if my opponent knocks that, right? I think I was mostly playing around the level 2, but I have an answer to the level 2 with Nightmare Wheel. Yeah, Graceful's fine. Though, if it... Well, I guess if it finds Heavy Storm here, it's actually not that bad, because I can just Needle Ceiling. Discard the 2 Thunder Dragons. Okay. That's fine. Gonna nightmare wheel that, I think. See if my opponent has a response. They don't. Because if they had MST, then I could have flipped the needle ceiling, but... Oh, come on. Well, that sucks. Okay. Graceful's good here. Oh, we're just playing this, dodge heavy game this whole time. If we could find one magic jammer or something like that, that would be great. Alright, yeah, you got the nightmare wheel, that's fine. And my opponent already had a dark with the Donzalug, so if they have a BLS, they could have turned it on. Bottomless shifting sands, okay. Alright, let's get the draw engine going. Yeah, I mean, I have to clock. Just set the Book of Moon. Eventually we'll get this shifting sands turned on, but... Yeah, part of this, like, the deck's faults, like, you can't really stop their Pot of Greeds and stuff. Your opponent's going to draw to stuff, and it's tough to stop all of that. Yeah, Sangan's unfortunate, but I need to keep that around. So let's just Book of Moon the Sangan. We'll kill it with Scarabs. They can go grab, what? A Sinister Serpent or something. Not that big of a deal. Even a flip effect like Night Assailant doesn't matter because I have this Swarm of Scarabs down. Okay. I imagine this is BLS, which is a problem, obviously. Yep. That's the one I didn't want to see. Okay. We're going to get rid of the Lakuta, or we're going to get rid of the Scarabs here. They don't know what the Scarabs is, but... thought that's the one they would choose. What was this for? Exile Force? Oh man. Yeah. That's pretty bad. Set, pass. Yeah, Sangan's good. Good news is we're still at 8,000 life points, I suppose. I'm just gonna activate this here. Can Raigeki break it? That's not good for me. I don't feel like I need the swords here. I can take a few attacks from the Sangan before I do anything. Okay. Well, this is like the least impactful that the heavy could have been. So we're going to take 4,000, but... Oh. We're going to take more than that. We do have the swords, though, so... Can live a few more turns. I'm not sure how we're going to beat this BLS, though. No clue how we're going to beat this BLS. But I was probably supposed to attack over that Sangan first. Yeah, the exiled force is gone. Oh yeah, they're just gonna get back Heavy Storm. Alright, we're dead. Alright. See if we can get one win tonight. I know this deck's just not very good. But I didn't want to build like Chaos. Chaos PACMAN or whatever. I just wanted to build pure PACMAN. And play it. So that's what I like. We also never saw like a Solemn Judgment or anything in that game. And I feel like you're just going to lose all of those games where you don't see Solemn Judgment or something like that. My opponent let me go first. Okay. Just set the Golem Sentry and pass. Not a big fan of throwing off the turn 1 swords, especially when I have more Pac-Man monsters here. Alright, Kooks is fine. Golem Sentry is such an annoying card. So we'll set the locust, play the swords. Just pass it up here. I don't think there's a reason really to play the Swarm of Scarabs, and we have the Golem Sentry on the board, and we can just kind of tempo that out. And the Locust can take care of any backer they play. Alright, Marauding Captain's fine. Is this an Archfiend deck? Oh, Exile Force, okay. Sure. That's not a big deal. Okay, Gravity Bind's pretty good here. Just flip up the Locust. Okay, opponent's not communicating. It's fine. Okay, what are we at? We're killing the swords now? That's fine. I don't care about that. Just set the Gravity Bind and pass the turn. I guess this Marauding Captain, maybe I should have set the Nightmare Wheel too, but it's fine. Yeah, I definitely should have set the Nightmare Wheel too. Having seen Golem Sentry, maybe they don't attack this one. Oh. Okay, well, they just kind of cost themselves the game here. This card's face on the field. Spell, target a card in the graveyard, activate in the graveyard, negated. Cool. Don't care about that card at all. I think I'm actually just going to get rid of this Kaiku. Because now that I have this Golem Sentry, I can just set it, and I can just bounce the end of Anubis. That's a perfect bounce target. And I would rather have... I'd rather bounce something that I know my opponent's not going to be able to just throw down again. Just even better tempo there. Oh. Jinzo. Okay, that's fine too. So they're probably going to go after the Scarabs because they have to. Oh, they're going to... What? Okay. Why? Interesting. I'm still just going to bounce it. Might be getting our first game win here. Feels good, man. Throw these back down. We'll set another Scarabs in case something goes wrong here. No Dark Hole in this format. Oh god, if Dark Hole was legal in this format, this deck wouldn't even be conceived. There would be no possible chance of this deck surviving at all. Okay, yeah, I mean, the Lakuta is gonna pretty much seal this. Bounce face down. Alright, flip up the boys. Get in there for 1800. And I don't even need to set this Nightmare Wheel. Oh, wait, I guess I can't attack with the Golem Sentry. My bad, opponent. Sitting here cheating by accident. Forgetting the Golem Sentry is a level 4. You can add 1600, opponent. There you go. Thank you. Prima, yep. The Marauding Captain, okay. I guess that does attack under... does attack under Gravity Bind, but don't really care. Draw a card here. Oh, don't mind if I do. And we'll just take care of the Marauding Captain. Obviously, no reason to bounce that. That'd just be terrible value. Just set the Book of Moon. Opponent gained 1,000 instead of losing it, but that's fine. Which one are you attacking? No. No, we're going to Book of Moon that. Not allowed. I'm just going to sit here and draw some cards, kill some monsters. And it looks like we're just playing against warriors here. Set, and I think we'll just keep playing the chainable traps here. Well, I guess we're not just playing against warriors, just End of Anubis and and Jinzo, but you know. Oh, Jinzo's in their hand. Guess that's something I need to keep track of. Alright, we get a Sangan for beats. Double the clock. Guess we'll just set a useless knock here. Not that big of a deal. My opponent draws Heavy Storm, they can wipe these, but then I can just rebuild back with another Gravity Bind, so... $13, $23, $28, we're almost there. Summon the Medusa Worm. 2,500 coming in from 4 monsters. This is the life. God, I love this. Start turn. Okay, you got it. Okay, I guess the opponent misclicked or something. No, don't leave. You know, we'll take our points. We'll take our win. Thank you, opponent. I'm absolutely going to need the luck. Okay. I mean, yeah. I don't particularly want to open double giant rat, but can't complain with duo judgment. Okay. Activate the old duo. What else we pitching? Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna summon the giant rat. Set the solemn judgment and pass, I guess. If they want to kill my rat, that's fine. Okay. Night Assailant. Well, I didn't mean kill it that way. But understood. Let's get in there with the Sangan, I think. Okay, Judgment's really good here. Just get in with the Sangan beats. I don't think there's a reason to play the giant rat here, really. You're up, opponent. We know MST is gone. Unless there's a pro set heavy there. I don't think the opponent's really looking to heavy storm here. Nox fine. Neat. Like me some Pot of Greed. Okay, both of those are decent draws. Both of the Nox are gone. Don't want to overextend here on attacking. When I just don't have to. Because I want to hold the Solemn Judgment. I forget how much people don't like to play against PACMAN. I guess we are on the lower ladder. I suppose if we took this deck to the higher ladder, people would actually play it out. They'd probably just absolutely obliterate me too, but let's be real. Oh. Lead on Rat, I think. This helps me set up. Like, if my opponent attacks into the rat and kills it, I can get a Lakuta and be able to draw off of it immediately. Late night. Okay, yeah. We're just going to get Medusa Worm. I've got a Lakuta in hand. Oh, I could get... No, I can't get Locust. It's a dark. Yeah, let's just get Medusa Worm. Flippy time. Let's kill the Blade Knight. Get in for some damages. I think we're just gonna set the Lakuta. No, let's just set the Golem Sentry. No problem, opponent. We're gonna be really slow too. As far as deck speed goes, anyway. Knock. I suppose I can just compulse. That's what it's there for. Yep, Blade Knight's fine. Uh-oh. It won't let me click? We may have to reset if that's going to be the case. It won't let me click. So... 1 second while we reset. I think we're just setting the Golem Sentry again. If they can get over this Medusa Worm here, it's not that big of a deal. Ooh, level 2 is kind of gross, but yeah. Are we taking out the Golem, or are we taking out the Medusa Worm that you see here that you know is going to kill your level 2? Yeah, that makes sense. I don't think I have to exile Force here. So I really want to save that for a BLS or something. That's fine. Send the level 2 back. I don't really have a choice. This is gonna die some way. So I guess I'll set it, and hopefully they play out the level 2 again and attack it. And then I can just kill the level 2 with the Scarabs. Pot of Greed's pretty good. Unfortunately, we haven't drawn a whole lot of protection this game. We've just been drawing monsters. If we had drawn some protection here, we'd be golden. Yeah, level 2's good. Okay. Makes some sense. Maybe I do need to just go ahead and exile force this thing. Maybe playing a little too conservatively, holding the exile force for BLS. Oh, ring's nice. If we can get it to work. Yeah, so I'm just going to summon the exile force here. Guarantee take care of it, because if they drew like a Dust Tornado or something... Certainly not attacking into it. Sure. Set the ring of pass. Say we should be pretty alright in this matchup. We have, you know, the level limits and gravity binds and stuff. Okay, no monster's good for me. Oh. Well, hello. Enemy controller. Interesting. I'm just going to set this Lakuta. Enemy controller is interesting. Yeah. Charity's fine. Not too worried about that. I guess I could help him draw into like a knock. Knock would be the worst case scenario, but it's not horribly bad. They also need to find a monster at some point, so that's kind of why I like holding on to Graceful Charities in those positions, especially after Duo's gone. You just get more information later. Okay, so we're pitching a monster and another monster. So I would say it's either a knock or a BLS here, right? Yeah, it looks like it's a BLS. Alright, punished for playing out the Lakuta here, but, you know, a BLS or like knock, those are like the only two top decks here. Yep, summon's good. Oh, we're attacking? Please don't have a solemn. Ah. Well, we were looking great until they found that BLS right there. But yeah, that's the game. I don't. Yeah, even if I like draw Compulse for it, Nightmare. Well, Nightmare Will's pretty good. The only problem is I can't get any monsters on the board now. BLS is like... BLS and Thousand Eyes Restrict are like the hardest cards to beat for this deck. But like BLS is manageable, you just need to have multiple monsters on the board. But if they catch you in a spot where you only have one or none, it's so hard to out. My exiled force is gone too. Yeah. And maybe we can get the 7-turn clock with Nightmare Wheel. Heavy's gone, 1 Dust Tornado's gone, so probably 1 Dust Tornado, 1 MST left. Graceful's gone, Pot of Greed's gone, okay. I mean, maybe there's a chance, we'll see. Correct. That's what Nightmare Wheel says. You cannot attack with it. Maybe I'll draw another Nightmare Wheel. I think I've already been through... No, I have both of them in the deck still. Both of the others. Okay. That's a start. Really, it's just going to be aimed at MST at this point, but it's a good target. I don't think my opponent has another Solemn. But even playing a Solemn here is pretty dangerous. Call of the Haunted. Okay. Giant Rat helps take care of that. Just gonna take it. Oh, Sangan's not doing it. Alright. I'm just gonna need to draw, like... If I can draw a level limit or a gravity bind, something like that, I'll be doing alright. But running out of time, obviously. Booking here might buy one more turn. I know the opponent's new, but the pace of play's not helping things here. We're gonna get so close. They could just have another monster here, who knows, but we're gonna get so close and not get there. Unfortunate. Alright, level limiter, gravity bind, or nightmare wheel. Alright, if the nightmare wheel lands, then we win. Alright, don't have judgment or dust tornado. I don't think they have dust tornado. I feel like they would have done that already, unless it was the card that they just set. But, alright, I need them to not have another monster, a judgment, or a dust tornado. I feel like that's asking a lot. Can I have this opponent? Nah. Alright, well, we want the locust, I think. Snatch steel. Wabaku's probably good here, right? I don't think we necessarily need the book. So this book better than that. We definitely don't want the Nox. We can trim down some of these, I suppose. Rat's really good here, though. Huh. Maybe we just don't want the Wabakus. Maybe those are a little bit more for just, like, RGT and stuff. Because, well, I guess we could put in Wabakus over books, but book helps with level 2. Smashing Ground's also decent, but we'll just call it there. I'm not sure. Maybe we're supposed to side in these Wabakus. Okay. Set the Golem Sentry and just set a ring, I think. I don't need to get got by heavy here. Yeah, road is fine. And the reasoning to play the Golem Sentry there is it's the most likely to live an attack from something. Like, the only thing that Warriors is really going to have is, like, they could have the DD Warrior Lady, or they could play a Blade Knight and set a bunch of aggro. Or they could have level 2, obviously. Okay. Oh, my dueling book says done siding down here. So can't actually tell how many life points I have. Another locust, you say? Okay. I will match your back row. I suppose if one of those is a torrential, it's kind of annoying, but we can build back from that pretty easily, I think. Kooks. Okay, that's fine. Which one are we attacking? I will determine whether I flip Gravity Bind or not. I guess I could just flip Book. No, let's just flip the Gravity Bind. Alright, and we'll just book the Kaiku. And hopefully, if they don't play another back row, hopefully, yeah, we can just run over it with the Locust. Drawing a lot of monsters. There are not a lot of monsters in this deck. Reset the Locust and set Lakuta here. That's gotta be a chainable, right? Or a torrential or something. Donnie. Okay. Well, I guess maybe they're just planning on killing the Locust then. That would also make sense. Alright. Draw my card. That's a pretty damn good one. Ooh. Alright, I think we're just going to get rid of 2 giant rats here. Bounce the Dawn. Not running this into Mirror Force. Fair enough. Dawn's fine. Just gonna Nightmare Will that boy. So now we actually have an answer to BLS, which is nice. Just hold on to the Snatch Steal. Maybe Snatch Steal's supposed to be in the main. I can get behind that. Just to be another out. To BLS, okay. Yeah, heavy's fine here. That's great. Really. Take out your back row. Sweet. I guess I could just snatch the Dawn here. Because I do have Exiled Force as well. Steal your last card. Hit you up for a healthy 23. That's one thing I like about Swarm of Locusts. This is actually big. I have not summoned a monster. Oh, I have. Yeah, okay. Summon the Golem Sentry, that's right. Gain you 1,000 life points, opponent. Okay, that's annoying, but certainly not the end of the world. I don't think I'm allowed to exile to force this guy. Oh, we're gonna take out the Locust? Interesting. That's fine. I'm gonna draw a card then. Oh. I mean, we're just going to put as many Lakutas on the board as possible. I think that's always the best option. Set the boys and pass. Yep. They do have a light in the yard, which is fine. I think I'm still going to Mirror Force this. Guess I'm not going to Mirror Force this. I forgot. Okay. I was going to say that attack didn't make any sense at all. But alright, if that's a trap, you are dead. Alright. Going to game 3 here. Now the question is, like, I think the Heavy Storm and the MS here are really just for the Decree decks, but like the question is, do I want the Wabakus, and what would I even side out for the Wabakus? Because I like Nightmare Wheel a lot. Book of Moon helps with level 2, whereas Wabaku doesn't. I think I'm just running it back. I think we're set up pretty well here. Leaving the magic jammers because heavy storm exists. Can also help pick off like a late game Pot of Greed or Graceful Charity if I really need to, but mostly just want them in there for the heavy storm. Delicious. Finally, a good fucking hand. Awesome. Don't duo me, opponent. Please don't duo me, opponent. Just pass the turn. Ooh. Sorry if that was loud. Hit the little arm button on my chair and it went wee. Okay. Des Lacuda. Oh. Okay. Alright, we're gonna get rid of the locust. Also just really like the art on Swarm of Locusts. It's good art. Just take out a heavy storm. Torrential. We accept that too. Torrential's a pretty good card against the stuck. And level 2. What is in your hand? Huh. I'm just not going to fire off this Graceful Charity. Discarded the level 2, knowing that there's a gravity bind. Interesting. Certainly flipping it here. Do you have MST? No. Okay. Interesting. Dust Tornado. Sure. That's fine. Yeah, I'll graceful here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Ooh, bottomless shifting sands. Okay. That could be kind of gross. I think we're still discarding it, though. Yeah. As much as I like it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This game's over. Oh, man. It's camel time. Good luck, opponent. GL HF. Let's ring this boy up. This is my opponent's first match on Dueling Book, I think, and they got the wonder of PACMAN. Welcome to GOAT format, opponent. Enjoy your stay. And they got like nut drawn game 3. This is beautiful. This is... yeah. This is what dreams are made of. Good old Medusa worm. There it is. Okay. Just set both of these down. Activate level limit. Okay. You're up. You're a big dead opponent. I would be shocked if my opponent found a way out of this. Road is fine. I guess it gets Exiled Force at this point. Which I guess does take care of one of the Lakutas, but I'm still drawing 2 cards a turn right here. Oh, whoa. We have multiple level 2s in the deck. Okay. Alright. We're going to Mirror Force that thing. For sure. You can back up and attack. Ooh, okay. Flip summon the boy. Alright, that should do it. Kill the Blade Knight. Summon the Swarm. Start getting in there. This could definitely be a battle trap. But if it's Mirror Force, I mean, we're just going to Solemn Judgment the hell out of it. I'm just going to set both of these. Am I? No, I guess I don't set the 7 tools. Oh. Oops. Whatever. Zombara. That's fine. I don't need to draw 3 cards a turn anymore. I can lose one of these Lakutas, and if it attacks one of the... Oh, wait, Zombara can't attack, right. I'm fine. Nothing matters. Alright, set this. Flip summon. Kill your Zombara. Is that the dark for BLS? And BLS isn't going to do it here either. Oh, I guess I could have attacked with everything first. Whatever, who cares? This game's over. None of these decisions matter. Ka. Alright, now I'll set the 7 tools, because screw it. Set this guy, because he can be set. Pass the turn. I believe we have done it. Knock. Nah. I want to actually end the game here. Opponent typing up a novel over here. I believe we're going to go 3-1 with PACMAN. So it's called the PACMAN deck, right? Yes. Thanks, I hate it. Good shit. Alright, I think we're going to call it there while we're on top. Finishing 3-1 with PACMAN is 3 wins out of 4 matches more than I thought we would have. To be honest. I love this deck so much, but yeah, so that's going to be Meme Deck Monday. Of course, we will be back next week with more Meme Deck Monday. Yeah, so thank you all for hanging out. Have a good night.